ESG Clean Energy is a high-tech thermodynamic company that specializes in developing clean energy systems for distributed power generation. We establish and manage power generation projects that help meet the growing demand for reliable, low-cost energy while at the same time working to protect the environment. Our projects provide investors with a socially responsible investment that also has outstanding returns. In this presentation, we will be discussing the ESG clean energy technology and its economic, environmental, and social benefits. This is the company's forward-looking statement for your review. It states that this presentation is not an offer to sell nor an offer to buy securities. It also states that the presentation may include forward-looking statements and projections about future performance, and therefore we cannot make representations or warranties as to the accuracy or completeness of such statements or projections. The demand for energy is constantly growing. However, the need for power must be balanced against the need to protect the environment. Today's renewable energy sources like hydro, wind, and solar are clean energy sources but only produce about 13% of the electricity required. Every energy source needs to be considered when trying to meet the world's growing energy demands. However, that growing demand for energy needs to be balanced with the need to protect the environment. Natural gas is the fastest growing fuel for conventional power generation because it is the cleanest fossil fuel, has a large supply, and is the lowest cost. However, despite the fact that it is cleaner than other fossil fuels, natural gas still emits greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. To solve this problem, ESG has developed a patented CO2 capture system that prevents the greenhouse gas from entering the atmosphere, thereby providing low-cost, reliable power while at the same time protecting our precious environment. In addition, ESG power systems can be used to supplement and enhance renewable energy sources. ESG Clean Energy was able to identify a niche in the power generation market that is situated between small combined heat and power units and large power generation facilities. The ESG units are able to take advantage of the benefits from both systems while eliminating some of their negative features. By combining the technologies, ESG is able to help reduce CO2 emissions, generate multiple revenue sources, qualify for federal and state incentives like energy credits, and potentially help to make the grid more stable and reliable. ESG patented concept has applications in numerous markets and locations throughout the U.S. and Europe. Utilizing the heat from the system is critical to its overall performance. By using the heat to produce a commodity or product, additional revenue is generated, and the units also qualify for both federal and state incentives such as bonus depreciation and energy credits. There are numerous commodities that require heat in order to be produced. Commodities such as distilled water and deionized water, urea, ammonia, ethanol, and many others. The advantage of commodities is they can be sold on exchanges or in bulk, and this revenue can be the largest income stream of the entire project. For example, some of the markets for distilled water are cannabis growers, plating companies, printers, labs, and many others. The importance of multiple revenue streams is both intuitive and exciting. They act as a built-in hedge against market fluctuations. Multiple revenue sources can have a significant impact on the bottom line of the project. For example, the ESG projects have EBITDAs or net cash flow of over 50%. This is very unusual in the power generation industry, which typically operates on low margins. In addition, multiple revenue streams can help to ensure that the financial stability of the projects and reduce the dependency on any one revenue source. All of these benefits help to make these projects very attractive to potential investors. In addition to multiple revenue sources, ESG projects represent a socially responsible investment. Because of their unique design, they have a significant impact on helping to reduce CO2 emissions. With only one project, over 20,000 tons of CO2 are prevented from entering the atmosphere. That is equivalent to removing over 3,600 cars from the road. Also, because of their highly efficient design, these projects help to reduce the cost of electricity, which is good for everyone. And since these projects are distributed power generation sources, they help to strengthen the reliability of the grid. This includes for both natural and man-made disasters such as cyber attacks and hurricanes such as Superstorm Sandy. Also, because of these projects produce clean energy with overall efficiencies above 80%, they meet the qualification for both federal and state incentives. In addition, because they are distributed power facilities, they help to create local jobs. There are a number of vertical markets that are well suited for the ESG technology. For example, municipal power companies can realize significant savings utilizing our technology instead of purchasing power from the primary grid. Waste-to-energy projects, our systems help to improve the economic viability of these projects. Plastics recycling, ESG systems can provide low-cost, CO2-free heat needed to process and recycle plastics, making the process both affordable and safe for the environment. Nitrogen removal from water. Our system is one of the few ways of economically removing nitrogen from water, a large problem on Long Island and throughout the country. Stranded natural gas wells. Our systems can effectively convert non-operating gas wells into profitable producers of clean energy and low CO2 commodities. And microgrids. Our system is ideally suited to provide an economic way for cities and towns to maintain their power in times of emergencies. In addition, when we add our energy storage technology, the potential markets will just continue to grow, especially in helping to improve the performance of renewables like wind and solar. Our current pipeline of projects is over $200 million. Please contact the company if you have any questions regarding the company or its technology.